Hey everyone, according to a French source by the name of Fravelis, which I'm probably butchering completely, there is some new leaks surrounding GTA 6 Online, at least supposedly. There are some things in here that are of an interesting discussion to be had, which is kind of the primary reason why I wanted to cover it. Because as per usual, leaks equals take it with a grain of salt, especially with the game being a little under a year away still. That is of course GTA 6 and not GTA 6 Online. The original source obviously is in French, and since I don't speak French and the last time I interacted with a French person I got shot up in a mall, we're going to go with an IGN article instead, who did the translation for us. According to the leaks, internally it is called GTA 6 MP and has already reached an advanced stage of development, which is something that you would obviously hope given the fact that the game is less than a year away. Obviously, a personal injection for myself with some speculation here would suggest that GTA 6 Online would most likely be launched at least 2 weeks after the single player has been released. Given the fact that they did the same thing with RDR2 as well as GTA 5, allowing people to actually enjoy single player before diving into online. This would also be something that I would personally really prefer as well, given the fact that, well, I think I would really like to be able to enjoy single player and the world and everything that the game has to offer for a good 2 weeks before I have to start diving into the absolute madness that is going to be trying to figure out GTA 6 Online. Obviously, if you have any different thoughts on that or any thoughts at all, leave it in the comments down below. The report also states that the new version of GTA Online was initially being built on a cloud-first model in mind, with major improvements to latency and multiplayer stability. Because Lord knows did we need that after coming from GTA Online. However, the shutdown of Google Stadia reportedly forced Rockstar to scale back and rethink that approach. We're definitely crossing our fingers that GTA 6 Online is going to have much more stability going on in terms of a connection, because GTA Online sometimes very much is showing its age with that for sure, though improvements have been made over time. One of the most interesting things that is being claimed as a feature is the ability to join multiplayer activities from different sessions without you having to leave your current environment or wading through long menus. If true, this could mean seamless matchmaking and no loading screens in between free roam and missions. This is something that wouldn't surprise me at all, given the fact that GTA Online has had that with free roam events for the longest time, and Red Dead Online has done similar things as well. Think for example like quick join, and well, the only thing you really had going on in Red Dead Online is kind of like a lobby screen, but it kind of had its purpose as well. Maybe they'll get rid of that in its entirety and the map itself will just transform into like a deathmatch that is going on where people can just join it. Really curious how that will work out, but it will be something that will be very welcomed because, you know, it sounds like something that will be a really cool advancement of the GTA Online and Red Dead Online formulas. The leaker is also claiming that Rockstar is aiming to support up to 96 players per session, although the current internal cap is 64. As most of you will know, the GTA Online currently has a maximum capacity of 30 with 2 spectators, making it 32. I personally would have a very big question mark about this being something that's possible while still keeping a decent frame rate and especially connection, because nearly 100 people in a session is something that has been done before, as you might remember, with a little known game called Mag, but it didn't work out all that well. 64 players seems like a nice advancement in the GTA Online formula, but I'd have some question marks regarding connection, given the fact that we're going to be dealing with a peer-to-peer connection. Having this many people in a section, yeah, I don't know. Again, this is coming from someone who doesn't know the ins and outs of networking and that sort of stuff, but it makes sense in some scenarios, and you would have to wonder, would you really want to have, like, you know, 60 people chasing you while you're in a group of 4? I'm all for it, by the way. If it doesn't completely ruin the frame rate or anything in terms of connection, 100%, you know, that'd be fantastic. There is, however, a very large question mark regarding like spawns and that sort of stuff, it would make a lot of things probably rather complicated. I personally really think that Red Dead Online could have really benefited from having like 64 players in a session, as with 32 players and no blips on the radar, you often wondered if there were people even there. And 32 was nice, but if you see how large that map really is, 64 players probably would have made sense as well. So like, potentially, maybe if it is something that's possible, I'd be all for it. But like I said before, it shouldn't be affecting performance, because that would be a crying shame. Performance above all. I'd rather be playing with 32 players than with 64 players and have everything just be a complete mess. But regardless of how many players, Rockstar going for that more seamless kind of transition between like free roam and multiplayer modes type of thing, like deathmatches and races, is something that I can very much see happen. They've been experimenting with it in GTA Online for the longest time, and I can really see them doing something similar with GTA 6 Online and trying to take the next step, especially with the fact that they have the PS5 and Xbox Series consoles at their disposal in terms of power. Maybe not so much the Series S, because that's probably gonna hold back the game. Or they're just gonna be like, yeah, you know, who has that thing anyways? Regardless, very excited to actually hear something for real about GTA Online 2.0 or GTA 6 Online, whatever you want to call it, in the future. Although, realistically speaking, I don't think we'll be hearing anything about that until like 2026. And with that, I also mean literally like weeks, if not a month or two before launch, because the main focus is very much going to be single player until way later and way closer to release, like they had with Red Dead Online and GTA Online. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think they even revealed anything about Red Dead Online at all. They just said it's coming out, which, well, looking back, probably had some really good reasons, because there was basically no content. So here's hoping. Regardless, that's enough of me rambling about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.